Level 4 Certificate in Education and Training. Unit A, Understanding Roles, Responsibilities and Relationships in Education and Training. Roles and Responsibilities. A teacher/trainer plays a variety of roles within a learning environment. For example, whilst facilitating learning is a main role, teachers are also responsible for the creation of resources, the establishment of a safe environment and the care of their learners. Some of the responsibilities faced within education and training include ensuring the safety of the students, creating a safe environment, communicating effectively with learners and other members of staff, attending meetings, supporting learners, teaching or training learners. Important legislation. Health and Safety at Work Act, 1974. Promotes risk assessments and investigation around staff injury to ensure that staff members and clients are working within a safe and secure environment. Welsh Language Act, 1993. This act puts the Welsh language on an equal footing as the English language in Wales. The Special Educational Needs and Disability Act, 2001. Establishes legal rights for disabled students in pre- and post-16 education. Children Act, 2004. Following the Victoria Climie inquiry, the Children Act was updated to provide clearer boundaries and better regulations for official intervention in the interest of children. Equality Act, 2010. Protects people from discrimination in the workplace and in wider society. Data Protection Act, 2018. Relates to copying, adapting and distributing of materials. Equality and diversity. It is important to create an inclusive environment when thinking about different religions, ethnicities and backgrounds. It is important that all members of staff, students and clients are comfortable. It is important to consider the following when thinking about equality and diversity. Different backgrounds, religions and cultures, and to challenge the stereotypes that surround them. The creation of ground rules in regards to language and behavior. The creation of a learning environment that is suitable and accessible for all users. The provision of resources that are suitable for all learners. Identifying and meeting learners' needs. Identifying and meeting your learners' needs is important. Meeting their needs is more than just helping them within their studies or training. It involves ensuring that they have access to the support needed, that the environment is comfortable and doesn't cause any distress, and ensuring that they can gain access to resources that would make their studies easier. Some examples include using initial and diagnostic assessments, interviews and other techniques to identify learning preferences and needs so that learning can be tailored to the individual. Identification of any specific difficulties the learner may face, for example, dyslexia, dyscalculia, deafness, sensory disorders, autism, etc. Identifying other support needs, including financial, childcare, mental health, physical disabilities, etc. The learning environment. The learning environment is concerned with two levels: the way in which you have planned your lesson to be carried out, and the physical space in which the learning takes place. How can you create a positive learning environment? You should plan for the lesson to flow in a logical and consistent way, with content that is interesting and engaging for the learner. You should use a range of teaching and learning approaches to meet individual needs. You should provide positive feedback to all learners, encouraging them to join in and not feel afraid to share their ideas and opinions. You should think about the room layout and the activities that can be carried out depending on how tables are set, etc. You should make sure that the room is safe and comfortable for all learners. Ensuring safety. As mentioned on the previous slide, a safe environment refers to both the physical environment as well as the emotional. You should always inform your learners of important health and safety information, such as where the fire exits are located and what procedures should be followed in cases of emergency. You are also responsible for protecting the learners from harm to the best of your ability. For example, if one of your learners begins acting in a dangerous or violent manner, you should make decisions that will keep the rest of the learners safe, whilst also considering how to keep the individual causing the concern safe. Promoting appropriate behavior and respect. By ensuring that you promote appropriate behaviors and respect for others in the classroom, you are preparing the students for work-based life and teaching them how to act accordingly in society. It's useful to be aware of the core British values: democracy, the rule of law, individual liberty, and mutual respect. These provide good guidance for how to behave and how we should treat others. As a teacher/trainer, it is important that you make it clear that bullying of any kind is never acceptable. Foster an atmosphere of tolerance and kindness throughout your practice. Teachers and other professionals. Teachers have a lot of responsibilities within their role, but that doesn't mean they should work alone or try to do absolutely everything for themselves. There are many other professionals that you will need to work with at some point during your career. Who might teachers/trainers liaise with? Administration staff. Assessors/ICAs/EQAs. Caretakers/cleaners. Counselors. HR staff. Probation officers. Safeguarding officers. Social workers. Support workers. Union staff, etc. Boundaries between roles. The teacher/trainer is responsible for many aspects of a learner's educational journey, but they can't, and shouldn't, do everything. Sometimes, it is necessary to hand responsibility over to another person who better fits the role. Imagine one of your learners has told you that they aren't feeling very well. You might ask them what is wrong and provide them with comfort, but the teaching role does not cover diagnosis or treatment. Instead, you would refer them to another individual whose job role is more appropriate to deal with this issue, such as a school nurse, local GP or emergency services. Points of referral. A point of referral is somewhere or someone that you can refer a learner to for specialist support that cannot be provided by you as the teacher/trainer. Why might someone need to be referred? Some learners have needs, barriers or challenges that may have a detrimental effect on their learning. Referring these learners helps to ensure they are supported and given an equal opportunity to learn. For example, potential need of learner. Mental health/emotional problems. Financial issues. Career-related concerns. Possible point of referral. Charities, for example the Samaritans, Mind. Health centers, local GP. Finance department within organization. Charities, for example local food bank. National Careers Service. Information, advice and guidance counselor. If you would like to cite this presentation in your work, please use the format below.